So the weather's not really working out for me today. It's kind of rainy. So usually on these days, I see them as healing days. Like let my knees and ankles have a rest. But I still want to create something. So I'm going to do a little bit of DIY screen printing. And the first thing that I do is I get a transparency. It's thin plastic, but it's clear. So I'm gonna paint it so I can see what I'm doing when I'm cutting out a stencil. So let's get on it. And I paint both sides of the transparency. Well, we emptied out the can. Now that everything's dry, I threw a fan on it to speed up the drying process. But this is the image I'm going to be cutting out. Let's start cutting. Well, it looks like the sun's peeking out from behind the clouds, so I'm gonna go do about a half-hour flatground session. I had pretty intense back surgery about 6 months ago, and flatground has been the best thing to get back to skating, and it's low impact, so let's go. Hell yeah, that was a fun session. I'm stoked on the double pressure flip, straight double pressure flip. I've never done that one before. I've never done that one before on flat. So, shit, still learning at 49. You know, since I had such a fun flatground session today, I'm gonna add flat to the stencil. I'll show you. Now let's finish cutting this thing. right, there it is, all cut out. Next step is to tape it to a screen. So this is the screen I'm using. It's just a speedball screen that you can get at Hobby Lobby. You can get them on Amazon. Pretty easy to come by, pretty cheap. And now I just taped it to the back of the screen and have the image backwards, so when you flip it over, it's straight, or it's the right side. So then the next thing to do is to just print it. So there we go. I cut out the image and sewed it onto a sweatshirt of an old sponsor. I don't write for the sponsor anymore, but the sweatshirt is still good, so just rebranded it. That's gonna do it for the video. Subscribe and like the video if you got something out of it, and I'll see you in the next one.